Changes in life happen all the time. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. At Arapahoe Douglas Works, the Generations at Work program is helping people get back to work one step at a time.
Generations at Work is really just an resource center within the resource center at Arapahoe Douglas Works, where we are serving individuals 40 and better. We have a lot of the same resources that the Workforce Center in general has, in that, we've got the computers available with the internet access, printers, copiers, fax machines, telephones. But in addition to that, it's a small resource center where people can kind of come together, develop a network. They are assisting one another with the various job openings that might be available. We are also trying to bring them together in groups. Today is a good example of that with our Generations at Work Job Club, where we are bringing the people together to give them some ideas about how to address some of the concerns they have in looking for work in today's economy. In addition to that, we celebrate successes with one another, so we have a lot of fun together. Essentially, we can go out and find resources. When a customer comes to me and says, hey, I saw this book that I think would be good for the Resource Center, then I order the book for them. If they come to me and they say, I really wish somebody could give me some different direction than what I'm really getting, I'll go out and bring in guest speakers.
Whether you are retired, looking to change careers, or have been out of work for some time, the Generations at Work program can help increase your marketability with employers.
When I retired in the end of August, I knew that I wanted to continue working, but in a different circumstance. So I started to come here at the beginning of September and immediately started working in the Generations program. And I started out by taking the Arapahoe Douglas Works introductory class, just so I could learn what all was available as far as classes, as far as different speakers that they were having come in, all of those types of things. One of the things that they do is they have a list of different employers or different places that you can look for jobs on the computer. So often people will come in and they'll take time each week or each day, however they organize their time, to look through that list and see what's new. They helped me with my resume. I hadn't done a resume in probably over 20 years. And I think that's the case with a lot of people that come into the Generations program. It's been some years since they've done a resume. The thinking around how to do your resume and updating your resume for each position that you apply for is different than it was quite a number of years ago. Now the applications are online. And so you go online and do your application, you then attach your resume. So I think a lot of people need that technical help just to, first of all, to write a new resume, and also to have the technical help to know how to attach the resume, go online to do the application, attach other documents that might be needed. So I had submitted a resume in, I believe, January for the position that I obtained. I was called in to interview. I had just one interview for this particular position. It matched my experience. So the process moved along pretty quickly. I was extended an offer to come on board with another agency within the metro area.
Finding the right job isn't easy. It takes patience, confidence, and knowing what employers are seeking in today's workplace. Being a mature worker may mean you have celebrated a few more birthdays, but when it comes to employers selecting the right candidate, they appreciate dedication and experience.
The biggest challenge that the mature worker thinks that they face is the fact that they're a mature worker. And we are actually challenging them to readdress that. Organizations are looking for mature workers. They need mature workers as much as they need the younger worker. A younger worker oftentimes will have short time frames in a particular job, and the mature worker offers the stability that the companies are looking for. And the question that comes up often is, I think I'm not getting a job because of my age. Then it's true. On the other hand, if you go into a job interview and you discuss with an employer where you think you'll be in 5 or 6 or 7 or 10 years, and it's with them, you're addressing that right off the bat, that there's no concern then that you were going to retire. So we really try to address those issues that they have. Other concerns, well, I'm not computer literate. We offer basic computer classes for them. We find that it's incredibly important for networking to happen, and social media is a way to do that. So we really encourage our participants to get involved with the LinkedIn system, how to use it, what they can use it for, and how they can network with it. Some folks with their resumes want to put in every job they've had because as we age, we're very proud of our accomplishments. We actually are telling our customers you need to reduce that 10 to 12 years because that's where the relevant experience is. It's not that what you did before wasn't important. It's just that, you know, if the last time you did it was 45 years ago, it's not relevant to what you're doing today. And so we really try to encourage them to target their resumes for the employers that they are applying for jobs with.
Karen Martinez recently signed up with the Generations at Work program because she realized finding a job from home just wasn't working.
I decided to come to the Generations at Work program because I need some assistance in my job search. I was sitting at home in front of my computer by myself and getting nowhere with my job search. I got into the same old habits of I would look on the computer, look in the same spots every day, and by the end of the first hour, I'd give up. I'd heard about the program and decided that coming here would give me some assistance, not only with the computer, but just networking, getting some other points of view on where I can look, and just meeting new people.
It may be challenging for some people over 50 to look for a job as it feels like you are starting over and you may not know where to begin. At the Generations at Work program, participants not only get support from the staff, but also get to meet a network of other job seekers that will make their transition easier.
I'm hoping, number one, to find a position. Number two, to maybe even make some lifelong friends. And with even getting a position, maybe down the road I can help someone else find a position or just even recommend the Generations at Work to someone else that may be in need.
There's also just the support of all of the people who come here. I think there's a lot of camaraderie. Everyone is in sort of a similar situation, and there are people who are looking for all kinds of jobs, from engineers to people who are looking more for labor jobs. I mean, so there's a huge variety of people, but they come together as a kind of a support system for one another. And so I think that, I knew I would want that.
Nobody gets a job sitting on the computer. They have to go out and network, whether that's through social media and using LinkedIn or Facebook or Twitter, or actually going out and meeting with people. And that's something that's really important. No matter what else you're doing, nothing beats a smile and a handshake. For some of them, that's a hard thing to do. With job loss comes anxiety, depression, loss of self-esteem, and so we work with them a little bit on that. We're certainly not trained counselors, but we work with them on building up their confidence so that they can go out and meet people and talk about what they have to offer when it comes to a new employment opportunity.
The Generations at Work program is located at the Arapahoe Douglas Works Workforce Center at 6974 South Lima Street. Call 303-636-1160 or visit www.adworks.org for more information.